What's going on, people? This your boy DJ Aaron alongside my brother, as always, Cornbread, for episode 158 and the final episode of the A Square podcast for the year. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, clapping it up for the new year coming in. Clapping it up, man.
All right.
The holidays are here. Shout out to Wolfsman Beard Care Products, man. You can get their products. You can get the link in the bio, promo code A2P, asquarepodcast.com, of course. Check us out there. Check out our past interviews there. Absolutely. And also social media. I am DJ Aaron across the board. Cornbread
1016 across the board, and also Cornbread Movie Review, man.
That's right. That's right. Man, last episode of the year. Tonio, how are you, man? How you feeling? What's going on?
Let's talk about us, man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how, it is the end of the year. So we got a couple numbers coming back, right?
That's
like the
right,
total listeners, where people view our podcast would, if it's Spotify, iHeart, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, right? YouTube. And we got our number one show, man. So we obviously know what it is, but going into it, before you knew, what's an episode or two that you felt like, man, this is one of them ones?
For me, I thought for this year, Roe v. Wade, I thought that was going to be number one.
Classic.
And it's up there. It definitely is up there. But that was my thought. I thought that one was for sure going to be number one.
So that was one of mine, but that episode came out of nowhere, right?
It did.
Like the verdict came down, and we scrambled to get those ladies on our show, and they all produced and performed, and I appreciate it. It was such a short notice. But we got one of my white whales this year, man. So it was one where I'm like, man, I've been working on this episode for about 2 years trying to get this individual, and that was Miss America, bro.
No doubt.
Erica Harrell coming on, to me, I was like, I'm good. We can go ahead and retire all these interviews, man. That's the one I wanted because there was a lot of information that she gave us and I was looking for. And it's crazy how neither one of those are our number one episode, right?
Yeah.
So it's episode 129, and that's Breaking Habits, man. So shout out to Northside Hospital, all the cancer doctors out there, the central staff, man. We appreciate y'all. And we got some more. We ain't lied to you yet, DJ.
Yeah.
We still cooking, man.
We still cooking, man.
I thought that was pretty cool. Episode 129 was our number one episode. So
definitely, man. And going forward, I mean, we have a lot of plans, a lot of things that are coming up that we're excited for you guys to see. More visuals, of course, for you guys to see. So please make sure you guys subscribe to us on YouTube as well. Link is always going to be in the bio for that as well.
Facts.
So let's get the show started, man. The holidays, the end of the year is flying straight through, man. I feel like we already in 2023. Christmas is here. We're scrambling around for kids and other people and whatnot. Antonio, how you feeling out there with the holiday season and everything going on?
I'm good. So I think a lot of people know me by now that my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving, right? So that already passed. So this is the time where you start to see, obviously, more people are joyful, and happy and want to be around each other. But you also see more anxiety. You see more stress. You see people who are broke being broker now because they're trying to,
stretch what penny they had.
Right. Get something for somebody or, try to stunt, try to get something the last sale. You know what I'm saying? So, so I would say to the listeners out there, check on your people. Like I said, we say that a lot, but this is definitely the time to do that. If somebody said they was coming to the Christmas dinner or whatever and they don't show up, call them. Maybe something happened, but a lot of people mentally, mental health is a big thing around this time. So, but I feel good, for you out there, Aaron, this, but the listeners too who've been rocking with us for the past 3 years. Is it 4 years or 3 years? We about to reach 4 years?
I think we're about to reach 4.
In May, we're about to reach 4. You guys, well, hopefully you guys know, I don't get my son anything for Christmas, man. So this is the 4th year since he was 5 and he's 9 now. He goes to buy toys and gives them away, so by now he a pro. Actually, he's too good of a pro because he be spending extra money now. He be like, man, let me get this toy. He didn't even look at prices. He put them all in the cart. So this time we got 12 toys, and it actually worked out. It was 4 boy toys, 4 girl toys, and then 4 neutral toys, like games, anybody can play it, right? So we gave it to a local church because COVID happened and a lot of things shut down. So
Absolutely.
That's what we do, man. So he's excited, I'm excited. How about you, DJ?
Man, things are good, man. This is my second born's first. This is technically she was around last year, but being home is her first time being home, and it's fun, man. She's learning how to walk. So, you know what I'm saying? She's walk around the table. She holds on to the table, but sometimes you find yourself walking without holding anything.
Yeah.
She get to look around, and I don't look at her. I look at the TV. I want to see what you going to do.
Mm-hmm.
She going to go straight under that tree. I said, no. She'll pull that whole tree down.
Yeah.
So, so this is a fun time. Just, dressing her up in Christmas stuff and just enjoying little things that we could do, little baking cookies and, things like that, I'm doing with a little girl now with her mom, you know what I'm saying? So it's fun. So, it's just that time of the year, man. I just try to take it easy because no stress for me, bro. I don't need nothing extra. So,
right. Is this your favorite holiday or what?
Not really, man. To be honest with you, I don't have one.
Okay.
I really don't have one. As long as, when you are just around family, you chilling and you ain't got to work, you could just take a day or two to just relax. Right. That's what I love it. So
that's
I'm here for it.
I'm about to say it's a couple. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say it's a couple, sporting events coming on for the weekend. You got football Saturday and Sunday, and then basketball is always on Christmas. So there's 5, slots for that. So
basketball's not coming on this year.
All right, so
the late game is not coming on this year.
All right, so it's 5 games on Christmas. So and it's football on Christmas. So it's a lot of sporting events, and then right after that, you go into the bowl games for New Year's and stuff like that. So it's a good sporting event the next week and a half, man. So, but go ahead, DJ. What you gonna say, man?
Hey, man. Again, we want to say happy holidays to you guys. Something that we've been talking about on this podcast for quite a while is, let's just go ahead and just say it. You know what I'm saying? Brittany Griner is free. She's home for the holidays with her family. And I think that I'm going to give a round of applause for that. Your round of applause for that. So we talked about that.
So is Gunna.
Absolutely.
So and so is Gunna. Give him one too.
So absolutely. So Gunna is out. Also, 3 other members of YSL, they're out. 3 other members as well.
So is the Russian. So is the Russian who give arms.
Give him a round of applause.
He home for the holidays too.
Hey. Hey, we show love to everybody, man. We show love to everybody. But since you're in a joking mood, and we're not going to since you clearly want to get to the funny first, then we'll get to the serious.
No, I'm serious.
No, we go to the funny first. The video of Brittany Griner getting in the plane, bro. Grinder. Do you know where you are going? Grinder.
Is she a baby?
Grinder. Put your bag over there, Grinder. Do you know where you are going, Grinder?
And she's acting like, no, where am I going? Like this, like.
She was like, looking all nervous. I'd be nervous too. It could be a setup. It could have been a setup. It could have been anything. I'm like, why is this Russian dude on here if I'm going back home to America?
Nice.
Is this flight gonna make it? I don't know what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, they said she didn't even go to sleep. They said she talked to everybody.
No, I'm not going to sleep. That'll be the first flight you don't go to sleep. You sleep before the flight take off, Antonio. In that situation, you wouldn't be sleeping.
See, so I disagree. I think I haven't been. I've been fighting for my life for the past year in Russia. This is the time to sleep. I haven't been sleeping. So if I get out of them chains and man, I'm dozed off. They're like, we here. They bump. You know how you sleep and they just bump.
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah.
No, get off. Don't touch me. Look, I got flashbacks. I'm like,
yeah.
get off me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So go ahead.
So, but yeah, not so funny, but she's home. We are happy that she's home. Here's something I didn't know, Antonio, going into this, and I should have done more research. In getting this trade done with another country, I didn't realize that this arms dealer, which, obviously is the merchant of death, they called him all these different types of things, had a bunch of nicknames, terrorist, whatever you want to call it. I didn't realize he only had 3.5 years left on his sentence with America anyway. I think that made a big difference. I think people didn't know that, right? I think people were assuming this dude is in there for life.
Right.
And as many other people, as I started asking that, I was like, yo, did you know he was about to be out in 3 years anyway? Everybody was like, no, that's the merchant of death. Oh, so now it's the merchant of death. But just a minute ago, getting him up for Brendan Gray. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but I didn't know that. I think that played a major deal in this. What you think?
I wouldn't exclude that logic, right? Like I think it's a percentage of it.
Yeah.
I also think before 3.5 years coming up, there's an election coming up before
absolutely.
3.5 years, right?
Absolutely.
So I think that's a bigger piece of the pie.
For sure. But I think it was easier for them to make the deal knowing that he's already getting ready to get out anyway.
I think making this happen causes another positive domino effect for the Marine that they have over there, right?
Yeah.
Because he was never on the table. They said, don't even call. Hello, can we talk to the Marine? Click. He was never on the table, right? So at least this might show good faith for that process to happen, right? So I think they're all percentages. So I don't exclude what you just said. I think it has a part. I think it's a small part, but I think it has a part.
Right. And we watch so many movies, Antonio. You do movie reviews, and we'll get to one of those in just a bit. It really did look like a movie where her walking past him in the exchange. That looks like a movie, bro. I didn't know they did stuff like that for real. I thought like he would fly in separately. I didn't know they were legitimately gonna be
the same time, bro.
At the same time,
bro. This man on fire, bro. This Creasy walking, and then Dakota Fanning walking, and then she hug him, and then they just go their separate ways.
That was wild. Brittany looked at him. He didn't look at her.
Yeah,
he ain't think twice.
He said, "Who is this man?" Is that wrong, bro?
You see what see? You in a joking mood today, bro.
No, I just asked.
You're in a joking mood.
I don't know. I just said it is what
so
it is.
You mentioned it before. We'll talk briefly about it. The Gunna situation with YSL. A lot of different thoughts and opinions and things that are going on. First thing I saw was free Gunna, and then the second thing I saw was Gunna's free. The next thing I saw was he had to snitch. So I'm looking like, what? How do you know that? How do we know anything? You know what I'm saying? The situation ain't over, but everybody painted him as a snitch. Then other people in YSL started getting out. I think we all know the person that they want is the person that is in custody.
Young
right?
Thug. Mm-hmm.
Right. There are a lot of theories going on. Antonio, with the brief things that you've seen, what are your thoughts on, the federal charges and is it a gang? Is it not a gang? They say now it is a gang, but it's not illegal to be a gang. You know what I'm saying? So what is your thoughts?
It is though. I don't. So by definition, it's got to be 3 or more people to be a gang, right? So let's just start there. So it is like that's a problem. And I think I'm not even gonna say black people. I think when you're like, let's say the Colts, right? Like I'm Colts till I die. There's no way that they gonna go to court and say, "Hey, are you a Colts fan?" And I'll be like, "Yeah," like because I can't hide it. I got my shit everywhere, right? People have these things tattooed on their body, saying this in songs and lyrics and videos and like I said, I don't want to stay on black people, but let's say like the biker clubs, right? Like they live that shit. So it's hard to detach yourself from it when you're in trouble. So that's where you hear it's not really a gang. Oh, we really do this or we really do that. But no, but you're promoting the violence of it, right? That's how you get your clout. That's how you got your money, all this other stuff. So that's an issue. There's also a thing called indirect snitching, right? Where, and this is all hypothetically. I don't know if Gunna and all this stuff did this or not. But if me and Aaron went out to a club, and Aaron's married, I'm not. So if we go to a club and somebody asks me, when did I get home? And I say 10 p.m., I therefore indirectly snitched on Aaron, right? Because what if he told his wife, Tonio went home at 12?
That's true.
Or I stayed out with Tonio, we didn't get home till 2.
That's facts.
Or I stayed with Tonio, matter of fact, but I went home, right? So it's not like it's saying it's my fault or Aaron's fault, but it's just indirect snitching, meaning I'm telling my side of the story and it's not matching up with Aaron. So now you have conflicting stories. So now it doesn't even matter what happens. The truth ain't even there no more, right? So I think some of that could have happened where, if it's 2 people in the car and I say it ain't my gun, I didn't say it was Aaron's gun, but shit, who else's gun is it?
Well, shit, are we talking about YSL or are we talking about Meg Thee Stallion now? I don't know.
We talking about everything.
Because I feel like it's the same. It's just the same judge. Bitch. It's the same lawyer.
Same bodyguard.
It's the same bodyguards. God.
So like I said, it's so like convoluted and everybody's actually fighting for yourself. Because in court, you in there for yourself, right?
Yeah.
Or you could just do what Bobby Smyrna did. You gonna give Aaron extra? Just give it to me.
And I think,
you know what I'm saying?
So we're seeing that part of it too. There are people out there that are saying that, hey, if they're coming for me, the head guy, y'all can do more outside than y'all can do in here. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are thinking, it's starting to look like that because on paper, everything, are you guys a gang? Gunna says yes. But it's also, he can't be called as a witness anymore now. So or he can be, but he can implement the Fifth Amendment now. And because of whatever his deal is, he was released scot-free anyway. So it's a mess. I hope they figure all of it out, but it certainly does look like the head dog is going down.
And let me be clear, it's not. You are correct. It is not illegal to be in a gang.
Right.
But it's not good either, bro.
It doesn't help.
You get all the heat that come with it, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You got to take it.
You got to take it, man. So thoughts and prayers. Today looks like it will be the final day of the Meg Tory Lanez situation. And let me tell you, man, this is comedy. I'm telling you, bro, this is like literally watching a reality show in real life. Tory Lanez showing up with fake hair to court is all bad, bro.
I didn't see it.
Bro, if you've seen spray painted hair, it almost looked like a head of Envy's beard. Like, how DJ Envy got and Ross and all them got the, Kevin Hart got the spray. Yeah, it's all right here. It's all up here, dog. Ain't no waves. It's just straight. So funny. Between his fake hair and him bringing his kid to court, it's wild. I've never seen a man use a tactic like that. Have you ever seen a man bring his kid to court when he's facing a charge of being shot at? Usually it's the other way around. Like the girl would bring, her kids with her or something like that. Now I know Meg ain't got no kids, but at this point you got to adopt a kid or something. You got to look better than what you look.
Bring your dog or something. Yeah, bring your dog. I'm glad social media's keeping the same energy, even though I haven't seen this on TV. So I don't think TV's keeping the same energy, but social media is. With the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, right? Yeah. So like we every day was updates on that, right? But then again, that was on TV. This Megan Thee Stallion, I'm seeing it every day on social media. They're giving updates, and it's like, what? This is crazy, man. This is wild. This is wild. That did this happen before social media?
2 years? No, this happened.
No. I'm talking about these. celebrities going to court and we get
This hasn't
witness
happened.
to it. That's what I'm saying. To me, this is a new concept.
This is the first time in hip hop that we followed along like this.
Right.
You're talking about two major artists,
Right.
and both of them. If only thing I can think of is everybody lying. I mean, I've read all the lawyer notes. Like, I'm reading all this stuff. It just seems like everybody is lying.
Right.
You know, but this is the first time I believe that we've seen anything like this.
I agree, and it just happened back to back. Like, didn't the Amber Heard happen earlier this year?
That was earlier this year.
Was it earlier this year or last year? Whatever it was, but it's like is
Yeah.
this becoming a new trend? I don't know. That's why I'm just very confused
I
on
think
how this
so.
is happening.
I think so. I think so, because in 10 years from now, probably even less than that, they'll be doing documentaries on this stuff. The
there's
same
movies.
stuff that we watch right now,
Facts.
that they've done a documentary 3 or 4 times before.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Because you got to get one side, this person's side, then an independent film comes in, and
I remember.
You know what I mean?
I remember saying when they arrested Aaron Hernandez, I said, "I'm
It's
waiting
gonna
on
be
the
a movie.
And then lo and behold, the documentary came out. Right?
Absolutely.
So even the Monteteo story came out.
Absolutely.
With him getting catfished. That's out. Yeah. So you're right.
And
You're
the
right,
true
man.
thing is that, like, Americans, like, I feel like as Americans, I feel like we love the drama. We love this type of stuff. We love to, like, you know, oh, I wonder if this really happened. Conspiracy theories. Like, we love those different things. So, yeah, it's a documentary in the making. Free me. I didn't do this. Fighting for women's rights.
Shots fired. That's what it's gonna be called. Dance. It's gonna say.
Diddy, if I would have made her dance.
Yeah, Diddy Bop. The Diddy Bop.
Yeah, man. What else going on out there, dog?
I know we just said it's the end of the year, but for the listeners out there, you know, we go over financial stuff too, occasionally, man. So, the Federal Reserve hiked up the prices again, man, by I think 25 points. So what that means is 0.25, right? So it's 25% of a point, basically. That's what that means. So, I'll read off these numbers, man. So this is all in 2020. So in March, it went up 0.25, May 0.5, June 0.75, July 0.75, September 0.75, November 0.75, and they said they might do it again. They have done it again in December, 0.25. That's a lot of percentage points that you're giving up to purchase something. The two main purchases that people buy are houses and cars.
Cars, yeah.
So if you look at a couple of years ago before COVID, let's say to buy a house, it was like 3 to 7%. That shit's at like 7 to 10% now, right?
Right.
Even cars are expensive. So if you're out there thinking about buying a car or a house, and it's been your dream and this is the perfect time for you, that's cool. I just want you to understand that you might have to refinance in a couple of years when prices go back down lower, right? Or if you can hold off, right, a couple months, maybe to the summertime, hopefully when things go back down, you can get a better price of things, you know. So obviously I don't judge people's situation, but I just want to inform them that, you know, things are high right now. Things are high. They're trying to stop the inflation. They're trying to stop people from buying. And that's the only way to do it is you're going to have to spend more money, right? So they're like, all right, I don't want to spend more money. So they're trying to get things back to normal. Because if you look at eggs, meat, milk,
God,
like the grocery store, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, man. So everybody has to pay that price, right? The taxes and the product goes up for the grocery store. So they like, shit, I ain't finna take that L. The people buying it's finna take the L, right? So I just want to give that information out there for you guys. And of course, they extended the goddamn student loan again. So I don't know the date yet, but they extended it again. So that's good news for individuals who are waiting, you know, to start paying their bill, that extra bill, or you just want to get it over with. They've extended it again. So there you go, DJ.
That's what's up, man. Great information right there. One thing I did want to talk about, I know this has been on the news. It's been it's circular. It went around, and then I didn't see it online anymore, and I got mad, bro. Skip and Shannon. We all know them from the show Undisputed.
Yep.
I saw a clip where Skip and Shannon were talking about Tom Brady, and you know, if he's done or, you know, if it's a slump or whatever the case may be. For the people out there, if you don't know, Skip Bayless, if he likes you, that's it.
He's biased to the fullest.
It's forever. And I rocks with that because, hey, keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those people with right or wrong, this is my guy, and I'm going to ride with him, period. Example, Baker Mayfield's a terrible quarterback, bro. He's not good. But Skip Bayless says, hey, he was a former first pick, so, hey, he just, it's everybody else's fault. Because 4 years ago, he did this. He going to ride with you.
Yep.
If he doesn't like you, Russell Westbrook, no matter what you do,
LeBron James, no matter what you do, Aaron Rodgers, no matter what you do, he don't like you. You can do nothing good, even if you do what he says that you couldn't do. He can't come off the bench. He's a team killer. He can't come. He won't even accept the role. He accepts the role. He's looking for 6th man of the year. No, he's just trying to get an award. That's all that is. He can't win a ring. Oh, he won 4 rings.
4 rings?
No, he can't do 5. He can't get the Michael though.
He can't get the Michael. It don't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So right now he's riding with Tom Brady. In the clip, in my opinion, he disrespects his co-host, Shannon Sharp, by basically saying, yeah, you got Super Bowl rings. Yeah, you're in the Hall of Fame, but you ain't him. You can't be him. And with the way he said those things, I thought it was mad disrespectful. It was up all over YouTube, so you can go watch it. But now all of a sudden, it ain't there no more. Unless you watch the video of it happening because they ripped it before.
And I don't think they addressed it either.
No.
So I was trying to watch it the next day or the next couple of days. They skip right over it.
And
I'm sure they talked after, but
I'm sure they did. But I thought for sure, like the next day, they would address. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because that was a heated argument. Shannon had every right to be upset because you don't act like a man who has Super Bowl rings. I think he has 3 Super Bowl rings. Is it just 2? No, I thought he won. He got 2 in Denver. I think he has the 3, bro. I think he has 3.
I mean, you could be right.
But nonetheless, either way, he has Super Bowl rings, and he's a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's right for anybody to, put that as if it's nothing just because you love somebody else. You know what I'm saying? The way he was talking about it.
In 98, 99, and 01.
There you go. Because he got 1 with the Ravens too.
With the Ravens,
so it was 2 with the Broncos, 1 with the Ravens.
Correct.
So Antonio, when you saw the clip, what was your thoughts?
I thought that I don't know, like I couldn't relate. Meaning I can't diss. Let's say, I'm biased on Jay-Z, bro. I'm biased on Eminem. Those 2 can do no wrong in my eyes, bro.
Right.
But if I've never talked to these men and they don't know me from a can of paint, how can I diss Aaron to prove my point about them? Right? Like, so to me, I can't relate to how somebody could do that. And let's say people argue and say stuff that they don't mean. Nobody's above that, right? Everybody's done that.
Right. Yeah.
But to have that person say, okay, so you're going to diss me over somebody and you don't even know this man, blah, blah, blah. You got to be like, you're right, bro. My fault. But I still feel like he's great.
Walk it back. There you go.
That's what I'm saying. Talk through it. Hey, I still feel like he's better than not just you because I made it about you, and that's not true.
Right.
I think he's better than any NFL player ever, right?
I think he's the greatest ever.
To single you out. I just feel like he's up there, so I don't think anybody can do that, right? So, like, be more clear in what you're saying and walk it, like you said, walk it back and talk through it. He said, I said what I said.
He said you would do that to me to talk about him. And he said, yes, he is better than everybody.
He said, put your glasses back on.
Put your glasses back on. At that point, we got to go to commercial, bro. We got to go to commercial. Now, we seen this 2 weeks ago, and I can't remember. I think it was about 2 weeks ago on air. It was I can't remember the two football players. It was two football players on there. I think it was and two hosts on a show. And they were all joking around, before they go to commercial or whatever. And he said, yeah, like your wife be calling me too, huh?
Oh, yeah.
It was funny. Mm-hmm. Until the commercial happened and he didn't come back out.
He didn't come back.
He didn't come back. Sometimes you got to run the fade, bro. I think that was fade worthy. Skip, he might be old, but he ain't above getting hemmed up, bro. That was mad disrespectful.
Nobody is. Nobody is.
And so that was my take on it. Is I just thought it was mad disrespectful. But I will say this: the reason I don't like Skip Bayless, and I'll say I don't like him, is because I think that you can not like a player and not be personal against the player. Mm-hmm. I don't like how he gets personal in his feelings about players, because they're people at the end of the day. There's only several thousand players that ever played in the NFL, several thousand, 5,000 or whatever. I think it's 5,000 NBA players ever. And for you to talk about some of these people, naming them, certain names, Wes Bricks, Bosch Spice, you know what I'm saying? So it's certain names that he just names people, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that you can get at them on the court or on the field, but like when you go personal, I thought that was always one.
Hey, and Derrick Rose said it best. He called him Water Pistol Pete, bro.
Hey,
that's hilarious.
And which led me to go back and I watched Jalen Rose go on his show.
That's what I meant. Who did I just say? D Rose?
You said D Rose. So Jalen Rose. Yeah.
Jalen Rose. Yep.
Jalen Rose said something, and then I saw another clip following that, which was which I actually saw this live. Richard Sherman, because he didn't like Richard Sherman. Mm-hmm. He said so much about him. He even in the beginning, he was only a certain type of cornerback. He was never whatever the case may be. Hey, and he said, you know what? I'm a graduate of where did he go? Stanford. He said I'm a graduate of Stanford, and you will never be that. So he was like, not only did you not play any sports, you barely went past the 10th grade in any sports. So he was like, and these are things you will never do, ever. You will never know what it feels to be on the field, ever.
So what's wrong with that, though?
Nothing. Hey.
Can't both be true? If you think I suck, I'm telling you that you suck, right? So it's like, okay, well, there it is. We had a bypass now.
You had the bypass. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. Another story that came out, I want to get your opinion on this. This is funny. Girl walks in the store. She lives in Houston. She goes into a convenience store.
Okay.
There's a guy in the convenience store. I'm going to read you what he wearing, and I'm going to tell you what to do next. What should she do next? What would you tell her to do? Door opens. She walks in. First thing she sees, guy with a tank top on, gray sweatpants, black Air Force Ones.
You already know what that'd mean.
I'm going to ask you to give her some advice right now. She walks in and she sees this. What do you do?
Run.
That's it.
What's the ages?
The grown.
So they both the same age? I mean,
grown,
roughly,
yeah.
right? Okay,
yeah,
they're both
yeah,
adults.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's either run or holla at them. Which one? Because, yeah, bro, you ain't. No sane man wears a tank top, sweatpants, and Timbos in a store, first off. And if they are, they not in the store to get whatever they in the store for.
And this guy got on black Air Force Ones.
Oh, Air Force Ones. I'm sorry.
Air
I thought
Force
you said.
Ones?
I'm thinking Timberlands.
No,
yeah,
Air
it's
Force
a wrap.
Ones, bro.
Yeah. So either you gonna get stroke, or he's looking to give stroke to somebody. So yeah, don't.
So she goes in.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Hey, let me holler at you."
Oh, there it is.
She said, "No, thank you. I'm just trying to get whatever." He said, "Oh man, and let me holler at you though. You know what I'm saying? Let me get your number. You know what I'm saying?" She says, "Oh no, I got a boyfriend. I'm just here to grab this." He said, "Okay. Yeah, man. So what you doing later? You want to? Maybe we can get up, we can kick it or something." "No, I just said I had a boyfriend. I'm just checking out now. I'm good." He said, "Okay." He leaves. He comes back in and air the whole place out, bro.
What?
Air the whole place out. Thank God he can't shoot, because he missed everybody in the store. He misses everybody in the store, okay? This is the reason why I'm bringing this up, because it could have went bad. But we here at the A Square Podcast, we as much as we like to joke, have fun, review movies, shows, whatever, we also like to give out information to help people. Antonio said just a little bit ago, hey, here's some information on the reserve. If you were to buy a house, if you're going to buy a car, these are the things. Just know this. This is me telling you that if you see Air Force Ones and they black, it's not a lot of good that can come out of that.
It's not. It's not.
People that wear black Air Force Ones, if you go back to your high school, middle school days, they're the worst people ever. They had, between those shoes, Inichi jackets, because the Inichi jackets was what, 40 pounds? Mm-hmm. Oh, no, those are the Pelly Pals, bro.
Pelly Pals,
the Pelly Pal jackets, 45 pounds of weight, and girls that's wearing the Air Force Ones with the red fingertips. You know she just got done banging a bag of hot chips, and she will fight.
And her hair already tied up. Yeah, it's a wrap.
With the little ponytail?
It's a wrap.
Oh, it's a wrap. You got to run. You got to run. So we're here to give you that information. What else going on, Antonio?
I got a couple of world news. You know, some things that's happened over the past week and a half since, you know, we've last been on here. So it's been two. This is, you know, I'm a piggyback off of the seriousness of shootings.
Right. No doubt.
There's been two things that's happened in America where I felt like I could have been in that situation, right? Or somebody I knew could have been in that situation. So when 9/11 happened, I ain't know shit. I ain't never left Illinois. You know what I'm saying? At that point, so I didn't even know what a World Trade was.
Yeah.
Boston bombing. I ain't ran no marathon. So I'm like, I feel for the people, but I can't. That couldn't have happened to me. Two events where I felt like that easily could have been me. One was the shooting in the theater for Batman. Right. I go to the movies every week. That's me every goddamn week. That could be me. And then the second one that I felt like we're getting out of hand is my son's mother was pregnant and Sandy Hook happened. So this is the 10-year anniversary for Sandy Hook, man. So, you know, to all those people out there, and shooting's still happening, right? Especially in middle school, elementaries, everything, bomb scares where we're from, all this other stuff. Like, so just make sure you guys hug your kids, take care of them, you know, be prepared. You got to have plans. Have plans for stuff like this, man. So it's 10-year, anniversary for that. So condolences to those families out there. And then also for the world news, congratulations to Argentina for winning the World Cup, man. Yeah. Great World Cup game.
I heard it was the best. I heard it was the best ever.
Bro, the best, bro.
Yeah.
Argentina was up 2-0 going into halftime. And 2-0 in soccer, that's rap.
Yeah.
There's a kid called Mbappe. Mbappe is a monster on France. He scored two of them things. Then they go to overtime. Argentina scored. Mbappe said, watch this. I score again. It's 3-3 going to PKs, which are penalty kicks for those out there. Mbappe scored again in the penalty kick. He had 4 goals, bro. Cooking.
That's crazy.
This is a team sport, bro.
Messi.
Argentina. Yeah, Messi scored too. So So shout out to Messi. That was his first World Cup as well. So it was a good, great game. I love soccer just because it's, like I said, it's the world, man. I wish there was a football World Cup because we would cook everybody.
That's why it's only in America, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's not fair. We have the best people here, and that's actually what hurts us in America. Soccer.
Yeah, because
none of our best athletes play soccer. Go ahead.
True. But I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying. The World Cup is amazing. But at the same time, that's every 4 years versus Super Bowl is every year. You know what I'm saying?
No. So, yeah, I don't. Like I said, I'm not saying I wish. I'm just talking about in general. That's what I feel like America cannot win the World Cup.
Yeah.
And that's the reason. It's not that we're not good. We don't have our best athletes playing that sport.
Yeah.
Our fastest people is doing the Olympics. And if they fast and just can't be consistent, they're doing football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or they'll play basketball. If they could tall, jump, got a 40-inch vert, they doing other stuff. Nobody puts it on the soccer field is what I'm saying. And that's what sucks
true.
for us. Like, I want to see it. That's why our women be cooking, because for female sports, it's a lot easier to migrate to soccer, right? It's less options for them compared to men. So I don't know. So that's how I feel. But, congrats to them as well.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. But for everybody that told me about it, they were just saying how amazing it was, exciting. I mean, it was amazing. So I went back and I watched like the clips and stuff like that. And I was like, man, maybe I should have been down here on the couch just chilling and watching it. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on. But when you don't watch something like that sport, like I don't watch soccer.
Right.
So for me to go and try to follow along with something, that probably would have been the time to do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That probably would have been the time to do it. So next time though, I'm into it. I'll tell you what I did do. I downloaded the soccer game. It was free on PlayStation.
You talking about FIFA
2022?
Okay, nice.
So I downloaded that.
I think that'll get you into it.
I get out a chance.
Yes, it's tough, but it'll get you into it.
Yeah, but this I will say this, between soccer, football, NFL, we are in an exciting time, man. I will say the NFL has been really exciting the past few weeks, bro. What's your thought of the NFL and these games coming down to the wire, teams losing, maybe teams that you thought was going to be at the top, Rams, Bucks, not doing so well? What's your thought of the state of the NFL and Jacksonville winning? You know how they are? There he is. And the most embarrassing situation in NFL history.
Ask me how I feel again. What'd you say?
The Colts versus what they were going against.
The Colts. That's it.
The Colts.
That's the only team you need
Colts.
to know. The Colts versus Indianapolis.
The Minnesota Vikings up 33-0.
Hey, man.
So what went wrong in that game, Antonio? You got it because you got to take this L, bro.
I'll take it, bro. I'm actually happy I wasn't there, but I'm not, because I need this for my soul, bro. Like, I am that fan who's talking filthy. I don't like when we be playing in Indianapolis. I hate it's too much love, bro, because everybody is a Colts fan.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I go into the trenches. I go to Jacksonville. I've been in Miami. I've been to Pittsburgh. Been to, obviously, Vegas this year for the Colts game. I need that heat. I hate it. I've been to Titans, Nashville.
Yeah.
So if I was at this Minnesota game, bro, I would have been cooking those people that first half, dog.
That first half, I'm like, why are y'all leaving? I'm like, bro, Colts to the Super Bowl again. Boy, what's going on? And it all went downhill after that, bro. And I'd have been sick to my stomach. So I don't know, man. We just got to get through this year, bro. We got to regroup. We just got to get through this.
We got to regroup. Meet me at OTAs. Meet me at the draft. And then I got to talk to
Jeff Saturday coming back to TV.
Jeff Friday need to go sit down, bro.
He shouldn't have took this job, man.
I get why he did it. Go back.
They said that they like him. The guys said that they like him. He's a leader of men. Yeah. So on and so forth. But I think maybe if he need to go back to consultant. Consultant.
You can lead them to victory over there, bro.
How do you transition back to TV after this, bro?
Hi guys, it's me. Is that how you do it?
How do you critique the game again, bro?
How you critique a coach again?
Now, what I would do in this situation,
I would have called a timeout. They're like, "Oh, really?" Roll the tape.
I guess Rex Ryan went back, but he's a personality.
Yeah, he
was a loser to begin with. He was never going to be.
They got Tony Romo every Monday. What you mean?
No, Tony was a good player, bro. Tony Romo was a damn good player. If Tony Romo had all jokes aside, y'all know I am not no Cowboy fan. If Tony Romo was the quarterback right now of the Dallas Cowboys with that defense, they will win the Super Bowl. I really believe that. And let's have the conversation. So you really don't believe it? You don't think he was that? You don't think he was good? That defense that they had in Dallas some years that he was there were so bad, bro. They were so bad that they literally were. Every game was 40-40. So right now, their problem is they can't score. They have these guys, and they can't score. Dak can't throw the ball 25 yards. And when he does, it's an interception.
So let's say your logic is correct. I could use that exact same logic for everybody, though. You think Peyton Manning won't win fucking Super Bowls with the Colts defense we got now? We got a top 5 defense.
Yes.
So you don't get any extra points for saying that with me is what I'm saying.
But you acted like he's ass.
In real life, you're not acting like
you're not acting like Peyton Manning was ass.
Yeah, correct, because he's not. Tony Romo was.
No, he's not ass, bro. We know what ass is. Speaking of ass, Tom Brady's playing like ass.
Yeah.
So, all right, I had this conversation, and we'll keep it brief on this so that we can move on to the last few topics of the year. Washed. I had a guy hit me up and tell me that 100% he said Tom Brady is washed. I totally disagreed. And this is the reason why I disagreed, and I'll break this down to everybody that's out there. When I hear somebody say washed, I instantly start thinking how Drew Brees was. I start thinking about how Peyton Manning was throwing the ball at the end of his career. I start thinking about how Cam Newton was throwing the ball towards the end of his career. I look at quarterbacks like that.
Russell Wilson starting to look like he got one more year to do the exact same thing, and it's a wrap for him.
When you think washed, I think of players who are performing like that and can't get the ball to their receivers.
Agree.
So I argued with him, and I said, "This is a bad year. This is bad, year for the entire team." Right. I ain't never seen Mike Evans drop deep balls like how we pause. I ain't never seen him drop them like he does this, like he did this year.
Right.
Godwin's coming back off of an injury. He's just now looking like himself. Mm-hmm. Fournette is off and on, fumbling the ball. Like the team as an organization don't look collectively good.
The defense
they look old.
Is ugly. The defense is ugly too.
The defense is ugly, and they still say that they are a top defense. I don't say that Tom Brady is washed. I believe that he should have retired last year, but that didn't happen. This is a bad year. But I don't think that he's washed. Antonio, what is your opinion on Tom Brady?
I agree. I think, unfortunately, Tom Brady gets the extreme tag, just like Aaron Rodgers. If you remember a couple of years ago, when I said Aaron Rodgers was on a decline, and I had to explain that.
Right.
When I said he was at a 10 and at a 9, technically his 9 is better than damn near the whole league. That's why he got MVP.
Right.
But the little things he was doing, it was on a decline. And I think the same thing is happening with Tom Brady. People just either hate him or love him so much that they go to the extreme. So since he is having a bad year, and then especially his marital situation and, extracurricular stuff, they're just throwing that in there, even though it does play a part, but it doesn't play 100%. So he's just playing bad. He's not mobile. He's getting older, so he can't get out of certain things.
That's fact.
He might not be as sharp. I mean, shit. Man, I took my son skating, and I didn't fall. But I'm like, if I fall, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
My son fell like he was what's one of those blow up dolls that be like this at the movie things, at the car things. He fell. I said, he tore his ACL right there. He fell. His knee and his leg went the opposite way this way. He got back up and I said, what?
Got right back up.
I said, I would have died if I did that. So your body ain't a spring chicken no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it is. I don't think he's washed. So I agree with you, Aaron.
Right.
It's just he's playing bad and the team is playing bad. So he has some tough decisions to make for this year because that team, it doesn't look like it's going to get better.
No.
And does he want to be the person who's going to leave this team and go to another team? Shit, no. The Colts take them every year. We take a new washed up quarterbacks and shit.
At least he ain't washed. It'll be a little bit better, right?
No, I don't know. I wouldn't say that. Not on our history. Not the past 6 years. I've been to a game and seen a different quarterback every time. Nope. I don't want him. Don't give me him.
Oh man, y'all need to start a draft and just let them mold them in.
Everybody else does it. Why do we feel like we can skip the line? Everybody else does it.
This is very true.
So I don't know.
All right, man. What else we got closing out the year, man?
Last subject, like I said, make sure y'all check out Cornbread Movie Review as well. Dropping Avatar this week is my last review for 2022. Nice. And I'm gonna start cooking for 2023 again. DJ, I know you said there's a movie that you wanted people to watch. Was A Christmas Story Christmas, right?
So two things. Number one, I've been hitting you up for the past few days, like, bro, please watch Christmas Story Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked you to watch that, but before we even, matter of fact, you know what? Yeah, let's go to that. A lot of people didn't even know this movie came out. I said, first of all, the wife was like, I really want to watch this movie. I said, I don't really want to watch A Christmas Story right now. Usually we watch that all day on Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, we watch it all day. She was like, no, it's the new one. Mm-hmm. I said, I really don't want to watch it now. Don't ever talk to me about that again.
Yeah.
She said, but it got all the same people in there. I said, that's impossible. So don't talk to me again. So I put the movie off for many days until I finally just said, fine, we'll watch it. Could not have been more happier than I was.
That's good.
I thought that this movie, it is impossible. It's so impossible to be as good as the first movie. It don't happen. We cannot put expectations on a sequel to be as good as the first one. But the reality is we do. Because if you're going to do it, it needs to be done. It needs to be justified, bro. Like, you need to do it some justice.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally feel like this movie had every part of what you would call the Christmas spirit. Me growing up, watching A Christmas Story, and now being an adult watching A Christmas Story. But it's different because we've experienced trauma in our life now. We're older. People around us have passed. People around us have been sick. We have kids. We're not that kid now watching this as a kid.
Well,
we're an adult.
That's how the movie was, though, right? Like, his kids were going through kind of what he went through with the bullying, poking your eye out, the triple dog dare your stuff. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So, me watching this, I felt him in this movie. And I can't say enough about it. I just thought it was so great. I don't want to give it away because I know there's so many people out there who haven't seen it. But I promise y'all, I really love this movie. Did you get a chance to check it out or no?
Yeah, I watched it.
So you did. Okay, so let me get your opinion on it since you are Cornbread Review. so you critique movies on a different level than me. Let me get your opinion.
Yeah, so I got a slightly different opinion on DJ. I think this is like you said, a sequel in a movie I didn't know I needed. Right? Like, I wasn't looking for this. I actually knew it came out, but I wasn't in a hurry to see it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, bro, certain movies don't need to be touched, right? Like, I saw Belly. I don't need to watch Belly 2. No. That's just me.
I'm the same way.
I saw Coming to America. I don't need to see Coming to America 2. This is just me, though.
Yeah.
So Christmas Story is always going to be a top 2, top 3 Christmas movie till I die.
Yeah.
So I don't need a sequel. that's going into it, right? I didn't need to watch it. I'll get to it when I get to it. You kept pestering me to watch it, so I watched it. I wasn't mad that I watched it. I think it checked all the boxes of it's still the nostalgic from this first movie, and you get it when he's older. You get the same, let's say, cinematography of the flashbacks. You get the same storytelling. You get the story where it intertwines with him, his dad, and other stuff. Like I said, I'm not going to tell the movie either. So I think it was good. To me, I think it just was solid. I don't think it outperformed the first movie.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
my opinion.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
So to me, it's just another movie to watch during Christmas time.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be like, this is the best movie, especially this year.
No.
I don't feel like
No.
this is the best movie up there. So I'm glad I watched it during, when you told me, I'm glad I watched it during this time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I might have
just
less
think it fits.
expectations. But yeah,
I think it
Agree.
fit. And
Agree.
me listening to him tell the stories, you know what I'm saying, and the voice, it like you said, it checked all the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it is Christmas time. I wanted something new to watch.
Facts. That's a fact.
That we're gonna watch the same movies anyway. I already know I'm gonna watch Home Alone, bro. I know that's coming. I know what I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch Die Hard because that's not a Christmas movie. So I'm not gonna watch that. I know the movies. I know what I'm gonna do. But
Right.
this fit in, and I feel like
you could put it in the rotation.
thank you. So even next year, if it's on TV, I can watch it, or if it, whatever. It's something I can put on in the background now, and I can watch it. So,
I agree. I agree. It
that was
adds to the rotation. It's not at the top of it. Like I'm watching Elf, I'm watching Home Alone, I'm watching Christmas Story, I'm watching Die Hard.
it's not a Christmas movie.
But yeah, I wouldn't be mad if this was like my Christmas. What's the Chris Brown movie or whatever? What's
this
that
Christmas,
one? Like this Christmas is in the
Christmas,
rotation, and then now I think this is one of those. So I agree with you, DJ.
it could be in the rotation.
I agree.
No doubt.
I agree, man.
But now we've come to the end of the pod for the end of the year, and to me, my movie of the year, in my opinion, I thought. I mean, I could argue another one, but I'm just gonna say Black Panther: Wakanda Forever for me. I did think that movie was an excellent movie. I loved your review on it. All 25 minutes of it.
Thank you.
I loved
Appreciate it. Appreciate
I
it.
really loved it. I don't think that you went in, which you don't anyway, but I don't think you didn't go into it with, I want to say like, I feel like I've seen other people do reviews on movies, and I feel like they state everything is the obvious. You know what I'm saying? You were very thorough in what you said, and I enjoyed it. So I just wanted to make sure that I let you know that.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. For me, I've done I think 40 movies this year, 40 reviews, I think, or more. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I just be working. But my top 2 movies for this year, just off of number wise, is Black Panther and Maverick.
Yeah.
So
that's
for
what
those,
I was going to argue that one.
So those listeners out there, and I would say the third one, just because let's say it's a kids movie, is Encanto. Encanto is a great movie for me too. So those are my top 3 movies for 2022. So if you haven't seen any of those movies, I would highly recommend it. There's other hidden gems throughout this year too. I couldn't get to everything, but yeah, I would say watch something new. Maybe make that a tradition, right?
Yeah.
Do something new. I don't know. That's how I start to feel. So I appreciate it, bro.
I saw this clip a while back. I had clicked on I watched the Black Panther trailer a million times before I actually watched the movie. And I also listened to Dr. Umar from time to time. And, Dr. Umar, we talked about him on the pod before. Sometimes he's a very, very smart person. You can agree with a lot of things that he has to say. You could disagree with a lot of things he has to say. But, he's pretty right on in a lot of things that he states. So I listen to him. I'll disagree and agree.
I treat him like Dame Dash.
Yeah. Facts.
That's me. I put him in the same category. They dropped 10 jewels. I'm only picking up 4 of them. But those 4 are heavy.
Tariq Nasheed is in there too.
Those 4 are heavy that I'm like, I needed that. But you gotta cipher through all the BS, man.
But I saw this before I saw the movie. After I seen the movie, and I got home, I saw this clip again, and I'm gonna play this clip right now. I'm gonna play it for y'all.
I didn't like Black Panther 1 because the messages were horrible. CIA agents were friends of the Wakandans. CIA agents were responsible for the assassination of nearly every major black leader we had in the 20th century. They made the Wakandans look selfish, like they didn't care about American Africans. They made Killmonger the symbolic representation of the African-American alpha male who was conscious. They made him into a killer and a disrespecter of African culture. I thought the themes in Wakanda were horrible. There was no romance, no intimacy, no love, no black woman with a child in the whole movie. Black Panther 1 was a political nightmare.
So I want to
No
get
black women with children. What is he talking about?
So
That's a
first,
lie.
now see, I have to do this. That's the first part of it. I want to stop right there. I want to give Cornbread his review on what Dr. Umar just said.
First off, that's a lie. There was my God, Shiri was like 10 years old. Like, what is he talking about? That's Black Panther's little sister. So that throw that shit out. Second, this is made up. This ain't a autobiography. Like, if that's the case, I didn't like Breaking Bad because they made trailer park people look like they just only sell meth. Like that. Come on, bro. This is going too far, bro. This is trying to find something that if black people like it, you're trying to find a reason not so they shouldn't like it. Go ahead, DJ.
Let's go to Black Panther 2. And I'm going to keep this brief. Let me say this. No disrespect to the Mexican community. No disrespect to the Mexican community. No disrespect to the Mexican community.
Pause it.
Now listen,
Pause it.
I'm gonna pause it right there because I gotta say this. Why do us black folks always feel like we gotta? If we say it 3 times,
It's gonna be disrespect.
it's there's the disrespect is on the way.
It's 100% disrespect. That's newsflash. If any black person says no disrespect, it's gonna be disrespect. They don't mean it. Probably how they gonna say it, but it's disrespect though. Go ahead.
You have a right to your own heroes, and Mexican children have a right to see their heroes in their own image. I totally support the right of Mexican children to see heroes in their own image. So respect to the Mexican community.
All right, here we go.
With that being said, I did not take my children to see Black Panther 2 so they can watch Mexican superheroes whip the shit out of black superheroes. I'm going to say it again. And I don't care who don't like it. As far as I'm concerned, it was a total disgrace to watch a movie where everything black children held sacred about the Wakandans was shown to be possessed by the underwater Mexicans.
So pause it. So first off, they did get their ass whooped. That's first. He ain't lying. They got cooked up. But my rebuttal would be, what's the chick with the sword, the black chick, the bald head, the chick that played in Walking Dead?
Oh, yeah. I know you're talking about
whatever her name is.
Yes, I can't think of her name. You're right.
She killed Mexicans. She killed them. The water. I don't know what Kukulkan's Khan's people.
Yeah.
She killed them. To me, that didn't happen other than him killing, obviously, the mom, right? These are spoiler alerts, right? But, so that's bodies for bodies. And the Wakandans won. This is a superhero movie. I don't get it. Bro. Come on, man. Stop it.
My question would be, Dr. Umar, Mr. Dr. Umar Johnson, Pan-Africanism. I would ask him, what would he like to have seen in the Black Panther movie?
Matter of fact, you make a movie.
No violence.
You make a movie, Dr. Umar. I can't. Hey, what's today? This is 2022 in December.
Yeah.
If Dr. Umar makes a movie I'm going to review it.
Okay.
And there's plenty of shitty movies, good movies that I don't review. That's why I do my own Emmys. They be giving out Emmys and shit like that. I'm like, man, I like this shit over here. This is me. I will stop I don't care if I'm 99 years old and God say you got 4 hours till you die. I said, well, let me get these 2 hours in to watch this review. No matter what I'm doing, I'll review your movie, Dr. Umar. Until then, bro, chill out. Because you gotta review other movies too then. Don't just bash the black movies who's created by black people. Right? Am I wrong or am I right?
You're right.
Why didn't you bash Maverick? They had one black person in Maverick. Am I tripping?
No, bro. He ain't take his kids there to see that, though.
Encanto is all Mexican. Am I tripping?
He does not have a problem with any of that.
That's what I'm saying. But you got a problem with black creators creating black, powerful, open up the sparks of kids and minds and seeing that we have black heroes on the cinema. This is their number one movie.
Based upon a comic book.
Spider-Man didn't have no black people in it. But what does that mean? Like, I don't get it.
Hey, man.
Man, hey, don't do that, bro. You tripping, Dr. Umar. You tripping.
I got one final thing, because this is new. The Rock announces that he will not be seeking any more sequels of Black Adam.
He ain't got no choice. That ain't his decision.
So, Antonio, I'm not a DC fan, okay? My wife is a DC fan.
Okay.
She told me something the other day that blew my mind. I said, hey, Black Adam is on here. We can watch that. She said, okay. So we watch it. I didn't watch a review on it yet. I'm got to watch that one. Because that was 25 minutes of the other one. So I got to get back to it. But to me, that movie was terrible.
Okay.
It was terrible for its own reasons. It was bad in my opinion.
Okay.
After the movie, I said, so what you think? She said it was terrible, just like I knew it would be. She said, I knew it was going to be bad when they said The Rock is going to be in it. I said, what you mean? He's the biggest. She said, uh-huh. He got you fooled too, huh? He got you. She said, you really do be believing everything, don't you?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, but they said it was the biggest movie of the year. And I said, I've seen him on the red carpet. And da-da-da. She said, yeah, just like every other movie that he played in. It's the biggest movie of the year, the greatest action film, this and the third. I started thinking to myself, is The Rock overrated, bro? Is The Rock in action movies? Yes, he's an action hero. Action movies are technically supposed to be corny. There are a lot of corniness in it, unbelievable things. But is he overrated in these movies, in your opinion?
I don't know. I think that's a loaded question.
Okay.
I think certain movies he is. I think other movies he's not. So, like, my favorite Rock movie is Gridiron Gang.
Mine was God, what was it? Walking
Tall?
Walking Tall. I like that movie a lot.
And if you look at it, those movies won't even be his top 10 selling
at
movies.
all.
Those wouldn't be
At all.
People probably don't even know what movies we're talking about.
They don't.
Right? So, but those movies also had stories, right? They
Right.
felt that, like, he had to act because he had no choice. It was either you better do good in this movie or you ain't getting the second one. He's at a point where it don't matter how he act. He already got 7 of them lined up.
Right.
So I think that's unfair to him, but I don't think he's bad. I think there's worse actors who get a lot of shine as well. So
Right.
I don't know. I didn't think that movie was bad. I don't think it's the greatest movie ever, but I didn't have high expectations. See, your wife might have higher expectations.
She didn't.
than
She
you
had
did.
no expectations for that
okay.
movie because he was in it. Prior to him being in it,
Gotcha.
she said, "Oh, Black Adam's coming out." Then it went away because she
Right.
felt like when he gets in these movies, the movie is way overhyped, and then it ends up not being good. And
Yeah.
that was her,
I can see that.
opinion on it.
I can see that. I don't.
DC
yeah.
News broke other news to us, which was something I will say it doesn't surprise me, but Henry, can't say his last name right now, Superman, plays Superman, will not be playing Superman again.
Stupid.
This is a very dumb move, and I'm going to just say this. This is what I hope doesn't happen, Anthony. I wanted to say this because it's the last pod of the year, and I wanted to make sure I get this out here. I want to say this. I pray that what DC is not doing is trying to revamp the Iron Man as a black Iron Man, a black Superman right now. Because
where have you heard that? I haven't heard that.
I've been seeing it for a while that they wanted to have a black superhero, a black Superman.
I heard
black
like
Superman.
007, they want to make a black 007.
I've
right?
seen
I've
them
heard that,
say
but not-
Superman.
Really? Okay.
I've read
Okay.
Superman.
Okay.
And I would be down for that if they did it separately from what they're already doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already got this Superman. He should have however many more runs, and that should be the end of that saga. Like how they did the Dark Knight. Like, that's the saga is over. Now we moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Then if you move on or you branch off and you say, well, this is going to be the new Superman with, new whatever, new characters, new storyline, something that's not traditional with the comic book or whatever, I would be interested in that. But I'm just saying, I hope that this is not something that they do and just throw somebody in there, because I ain't going to see it if they do it.
And they have proof of concept, man. Like it works.
It works.
Let's say people, I don't care where you go. I'm sorry, Marvel fans. This is one thing Marvel. This is one thing Marvel does not have.
You gotta say it 3 times.
This is no disrespect to Marvel. I see that shirt. This is one thing that Marvel does not have and they cannot beat. And that's a Superman. No matter how many Spider-Mans, Iron Man, Thanoses you create, you don't have a Superman.
Nope.
So Superman is the number one superhero of all time, bro.
Right.
So for you to have Tom Brady, you have the GOAT of GOATs.
Yeah.
And you can't make that work or keep riding that wave of somebody who is making it work. You fucking up.
Yeah.
At this point, the Joker's higher than Superman. Imagine that.
Imagine that. Yeah.
Imagine that.
That's
People
crazy.
would rather see another Joker movie than a Superman movie.
Yeah. And this is the best Superman. Like, this, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing an excellent job.
And he wants to do he wants to do it. This isn't 007 where what's his name, Craig or whatever. He was tired of making them. Like, bro, I made 6 of them. Like Tom Holland. He trying to do other stuff. He all right, I'll give you another Spider-Man. I got you. Like,
yeah.
Hugh Jackman. Bro, I'm tired of playing Wolverine, bro.
Wolverine, yeah. Tired of it.
Iron Man. He's tired of playing Iron Man. This man wants to play Superman. Nah, fuck that. We need a 13-year-old. We're gonna start over. He's Spider-Man. He gonna get bit.
Again.
He gonna get bit again. So to me,
terrible.
There's no character that Marvel.
They're dropping the ball.
Yeah, there's no character that Marvel has that could top Superman at all.
Right.
To me. That's the most iconic character out there.
It is. It is.
And Ant-Man and the Wasp will sell more than the next Spider-Man. And it blows my mind, bro. Am I lying?
They keep messing up, man.
Am I lying?
No, you're not. Well, Antonio, before we get out of here, I wasn't able to get this to you. Santa Claus came to town, bro.
Uh-oh, yeah, because it's too cold out here for him. So.
He came here.
Okay.
And he said he was going to continue going south. But he gotta get back to the crib. So he dropped me off.
He gotta get his shoes. He gotta get his shoes.
He gave me something that said, "Hey, give this to Cornbread."
Facts.
I said, "All right, I'm gonna send it to him."
I appreciate it.
And I asked him for it, but I thought, man, let me share with the people.
Okay. Uh-oh. Yes,
I want to share with the people my gift to my co-host, my best friend. I want to share this with him. For those of you who know, first of all, he hates this song. So I'm going to play the song underneath what I'm going to give this to. He's on the way. He's coming from underground right now.
I don't care about the present.
Your favorite colors is blue and white. Blue. Your favorite team is the Colts. But you say your favorite basketball team is the Orlando Magic.
I don't say it. That is. What you mean?
So for Christmas, I got you a jersey, my guy.
Let's go.
Because you got the jersey for the Colts.
Let's go.
Now you got a Penny Hardaway jersey, bro.
Man, that's respect, bro.
So I had to get you one. So I wanted to make sure I did that, man. I was like, I'm gonna do it live right here on the podcast, last podcast of the year.
Thank you,
because you ain't got no Orlando gear, bro. You have no Orlando gear.
I had an Orlando hat, and I don't know where the hell that shit been. That was 30 years ago, bro. I don't know where that shit is.
So you can keep this for another 30.
Thank you. And I keep all my shit too. My car gets beat up every day. So for the listeners out there, don't think that I got Aaron a birthday present. He knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That shit still ain't came in yet, bro. But whenever we get his birthday present, it's going to be well worth it because he knows what it is. It's Christmas.
It's on here. It's on here, man.
So appreciate that,
yeah,
bro.
Man.
Happy holidays to you, man.
Happy holidays to everybody out there from the A Square Podcast. Keep it locked. We have so many new things coming. So make sure you guys are on that YouTube channel, man, for real. Make sure y'all are on there.
Facts.
And for the last part of the year, Antonio, what do you always tell the people going into the new year, man?
I'm going to say, man, I understand what I'm saying is real because you're going to get this for Christmas, but you really need it for New Year's, right? You really need it for 2023 energy. You're going to wake up early. Kids already going to be up because they want to, you know what I'm saying? They trying to unwrap these presents, right? You're going to smell coffee. You know, the parents waking up. They trying to stretch. They might cook breakfast, little cinnamon rolls ready, some eggs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ready. You're going to hit that Christmas tree. Everybody just going to be tearing shit open, just tearing shit open. You're going to be sitting there chilling.
Yeah.
There's going to be one box over there. And guess who that's for? That's for you.
What's that for you?
It's for you out there. You're going to open that shit up, and it's going to be some new shoes. These are the shoes you always wanted. You didn't even know people was listening. You didn't even know you wanted these shoes. This is like the Christmas story Christmas. You didn't even know you needed it.
You didn't know you needed it.
You needed these shoes. You put them on. Woo. They down there tie themselves. They just automatically mold to your feet. What I need you to do for 2023 is keep those shoes by your feet, bro.
Facts.
No matter what you do, keep those by your feet, bro, because you never know. And trust me, it's getting real out there, bro.
You never know. With that being said, man, it's the A Square Podcast.
No, do not send me that. I didn't get that one. That's what I'm gonna tell you. It's gonna say delivered, but I didn't get it. Just know that.
Man. Enjoy your holidays, y'all. Happy New Year's out there from the A Square Podcast. And until next time, we are out of here till 2023. Keep your shoes by your feet, like Antonio would say. I am DJ Aaron. That's my brother Cornbread, and we are the A Square Podcast. We'll holla at y'all. Peace.
Peace.